Dmitry Bivol versus Craig Richards. Both guys weighed in an hour ago or so at identical weights of 174 and 1/4 pounds. This fight is for Bivol's WBA Super World Light Heavyweight title. I don't think Craig Richards had much of a chance of beating Bivol. I'm just going to say it straight off. It's both guys have similar records. Bivol is 17-0, whereas Craig Richards 16-1-1. But despite the very similar records, Bivol has operated at a much higher level as both an amateur and a pro. And Craig Richards, no disrespect to him, like he's not going to get anywhere listening to people like me. He's got to go out and believe that he can do it. But I don't believe he's good enough, technically. And I do believe that in this fight, I can see Craig Richards freezing early, I'll be honest. I think as soon as he gets in the ring and before even any punches are landed or even thrown, I believe that he's going to see the difference in class compared to his prior opponents. Because I was watching the live stream for the weigh-in, and I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Matt Macklin was going on about how, oh, you know, it's Craig Richards' birthday today. He's really up for it. You know, I can see how badly he wants it. I believe that a lot of that desire is going to leave Craig Richards as soon as he gets in the ring. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is just what I anticipate happening. And I believe it's going to be because of a vast gap in skill. Bivol is someone who, even though he's a small light heavyweight, for example, I don't believe that he's going to be that much more than 180 pounds come tomorrow. I believe that even though he's a small heavyweight, he has speed on his side. He's quite agile. He's got good balance. He's got very good timing. And he knows how to set up his shots. He's kind of similar to his countryman, Sergey Kovalev, in the fact that he's very good with this. I believe he has more punch selection than Kovalev, but he does a similar reverse. He does a 2-1. He often finishes combinations with a jab, and I believe that is that might be the punch that damages Craig Richards the most. Because the thing with Craig Richards, he, in the fights I've seen of him, which I've seen some of his fights, but I feel like I have a good idea of how he performs. This is someone who comes in straight lines, doesn't really make much of an attempt to move his head, and therefore his head is constantly on the center line, which you're just asking for trouble, because a moving target's always a harder one to hit at the bare minimum. But on top of that, he does make an attempt to parry the jab with his right hand. But the thing is, that's all good and well, but opponents at the highest level aren't looking to just land a jab and get out. They use setups. They use right jabs, left jabs as setups, and they very rarely work off of one move. They use a move and try and chain their techniques off of that. It's quite difficult for me to explain, but I just don't think Craig Richards has enough positional awareness to get out the way. I mean, I know he doesn't, because I've seen it in the prior fights of his where he's fighting much lesser guys, southern area level guys. He is now in with one of the best light heavyweights in the division. And for that reason, I believe that he probably gets stopped early. I'd be surprised personally if this goes past 3 rounds. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but this is my prediction, and I feel like Craig Richards gets stopped within 3. Most likely with a straight shot. I think he can be quite easily timed over his jab, so Bivol might be able to land the right hand simultaneously as Craig Richards is trying to land a jab. But also, because Craig Richards, he does a decent attempt at shelling up. You know, he'll put the earmuffs on and he'll get up in his high guard. But he doesn't make much of an effort to move after that, similar to the parry. He's very single layered in his defense. And for that reason, I can just see him getting drilled right down the middle, pause, by Dmitry Bivol. Most likely with straight shots, and then probably just getting taken out. Nevertheless, you know, I'd be very surprised, and I'd be willing to, you know, come clean if I if I get this prediction wrong. But this is just what I see. I believe that there's quite clearly a gap in skill. We have a legitimate world level operator against someone who I believe Craig Richards is British champion. And I believe even by that standard, he's actually overachieving, because he really has the skill set of a good Southern area level fighter. So credit to him for winning that British title. I think that was in his last fight against Shakan Pitters. But yeah, this is going to be a very steep ask for Craig Richards. So yeah, there's my prediction. First fight of the card. Well, first major fight of the card. Yep, Dmitry Bivol to win inside 3 rounds for me. If you agree or if you disagree, let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion before fight night. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, why not subscribe? So yeah, thank you guys.